Hi, honey. How are you? I didn't know if this would work. I'm only having a mess about, see what it if I could do it or not. How are you? Oh, good. I'm not sure you can come and see me this week, though, can you? I'm very busy this week. With Sharon's got to go to hospital and stuff, so yeah, we're a bit struggling this week. All right, cool. I said I've never done it before. I'm going to do that. I'm going to start a regular thing every week, obviously for football fans and film fans. Well, you'll come to see me soon. Don't worry about it. What you been doing today? I know. I know your birthday. I've got it in my diary. I'll just check my diary. I've got my diary here. Look, I got my diary. There. Can you see that? 29th. Emily. I usually put your age on as well, but is it 9? Are you 9 this year? Am I right? I remembered. Are you on your own? Is your mum there or anybody? Well, I'm glad you came on. No one else has. I thought I'd just see if anyone had come on and whether it worked or not. So at least I know it works because you're on it. So at least I know it works. What did she say? No, I can only see you typing on this. I can't actually see people. There's probably a way of doing it, but I'm not too sure what it is. Hi, Luke. You all right, mate? How are you? Just my granddaughter's on Luke as well, so no swearing, mate. I just thought I'd give this a try, Luke. Just a bit of a test, just to see. I will plan on doing one live quite soon, so I just wanted to see if it worked or not. That was all. Yeah, Emily and Luke now. I'm not alone. I've got 2 guys. Thank you very much. That's okay. I might occasionally slip, but I try and behave myself. I'm a grown up, so I do. I mean, when I'm out at work and things like that, obviously we do swear a lot. But there you go. Emily said hi, Luke. She's me granddaughter. She's 9 in a couple of weeks, 3 weeks. Oh, Leanne's handing back to Emily. There you go. I've got 5 people watching. Well, there's only 2 of you chatting, so I don't know what happens if we get horrible people, and I don't know what I can do to stop that. That's the only thing, because I'm not sure about the moderating thing. I'm not sure what you can do if someone swears and stuff like that. Types of swear word. I'd have to find out about that. Oh, they're growing. Oh, there'll be hundreds in a minute, Emily. Hundreds. So what do you think of my Everton programme thing, Luke? Was it all right? I mean, they're not doing that's the 3rd one this season I've done on Everton, so they're still near the bottom of the league, though. Is the sound coming through okay and everything? Not too scary looking, am I? Quite big, aren't I, in there? But There you go. You can see the two sides of my office now. I've got my football side and I've got my film side. So that's what, depending what vlog I'm doing. Oh, Emily, I know he does. I'm sure he does swear all the time. He's very naughty, your dad. What are you up to today, Luke? You doing anything exciting? What needs improving, me or the Everton programme, Luke? Hello, Nova Monkey. How are you? Are you okay, bud? Just a bit of a test, this. It's not a planned thing. I just wanted to see what it was like. Oh, going to Manchester, Luke. Yeah. Still needs improving. Manchester needs improving. Never mind anything else. Yeah, it's all right. At least, hey, listen, Luke. At least Everton are producing a programme, which is, I believe, Leicester don't do one either. So I'm a bit gutted by that. And there's no FA Cup semi-final programme either. I'm a bit gutted by that as well. But Villa do one, I think. So I've ordered that already. So I'll be getting the Villa one sometime next week. Oh, yeah, Stockport. I used to play football in Stockport, Luke. I used to play in the Stockport and Cheadle League. I used to. We had an open top bus parade because we did the double one season around Stockport. So there you go. I know Stockport very well. Oh, cool, Em. That's no problem. I don't think any of my guys will be swearing. As I said, if we get someone on who's naughty, we'll have to get rid. But I say it's we should be all right. This is just a bit of a play around today. How are you, Nova Monkey? Anyway, what are you up to? Yeah, Luke. Yeah, I would imagine for the FA Cup final. Yeah, they should produce one for that at least. I mean, I know obviously there should be fans in there, shouldn't they? So they should get one for that. And about the league, I assume the Carabao Cup final. I assume we're going to get one for that as well. I'll have to have a look at that. I've not checked that one out yet. What game were you playing, Emily? When I interrupted you? Magic Tiles. Is that a bit like a Tetris thing where you have to put shapes together? I've not played a game. I've not played a computer game for ages. Be yonks. City versus Leicester. I've got that one. I've got that one somewhere there, Luke. The City Leicester one. I've got the old one, so we'll have a new one. That'd be quite good, wouldn't it? City Leicester, but hopefully they won't get revenge against us for the last time. A music game. Oh, that's good. It's good. So do you have to sing in it, Emily? Not sing like me. Yeah, we used to have chats. I've chatted to Martin. Yeah, I mean, we used to. I used to go when I used to sort of go and say hello when I went to the matches and stuff. So yeah, I know Martin. I know Martin pretty well. He was always quite shy when I saw him because it's a long time ago. But obviously, he's gained in confidence since then. So good lad, Martin. Oh, you know how to block, MD? How do you block? Yeah, I know more. I know Andy, obviously, from. I used to obviously do a couple of interviews back in the day, but I've not done much with them recently. They've not asked me, so it's just one of those things. Oh, wish her a happy birthday for me, Nova Monkey. Yeah, give her a lie in. Let's give her breakfast in bed. Take her a piece of toast. Piece of toast with a bit of Marmite on it. It'll be fine. Yeah, I'm listening, Em. Click the person's picture, then whatsoever. Click on your picture. What happens? Let me have a look. Oh, 3 dots come up. Let me have a look. Report remove. Put user in timeout. Oh yeah. Well, thanks, Em. I've sorted that out now. You've told me how to do that. Do you want me to put you in the timeout, Emily? Oh, I used to get put in timeouts all the time when I was on the City Fan TV channel. They used to always mess about and put me in timeouts if I said anything that I thought was funny, but they didn't like. Yeah, thanks, Em. I know how to do that now. Oh, thanks, love. I appreciate that. Have you got Nova Monkey? Did you buy your girlfriend anything nice? Have you bought her any nice presents? Yeah, your mum always had. We used to go to football, and they always had a mint arrow and a cherry coke. That was the favourite thing to take to football with them when they were little. Mark, Sarah, and your mum. Why aren't you allowed coke? I drink coke now. Hello, Chris. How you doing, mate? Just a bit of a test this, but I'm just obviously going to do something live in the future. But I just thought I'd have a look and see how to do it. Yeah, I bet you have, Chris. I bet you put plenty of time out. As I always used to be going inside, not because I was a trouble cut, not because they just used to pick on me. I don't know why, but it's no wonder I don't go on City Fan TV anymore. I don't have the time anyway to perhaps go on that much anyway. So that's fair enough. Oh, your hair looked good, Chris. Yes, still like your haircut. Very nice, mate. At least you've got some. Oh, scratch card. If she wins, you cracked it. Win 123 million. That'll be good. Oh, it doesn't matter. I mean, obviously, with me being an older guy, it might be a bit dodgy. Your friends subscribing anyway to your age, so get the parents to subscribe if they can. That'd be fantastic. At least you've got a mop, Chris. Hey, I remember going to bed, washing my hair, and getting up in the morning. It was stuck all over the place. But I've got a long memory. That was a long time ago. Yeah, don't you worry, Don't worry. As I say, it's a bit iffy with young children. We've got to be careful. I'm not sure. Obviously, you don't want the parents seeing who's that old man you're watching. It'd be a bit iffy. So be careful, love. Anyway, but I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you very much. Yeah, Nova Monkey. Yeah, get that scratch card. Don't get the scratch card. Don't get the candle. Get the candles lit. Then let's hope you win a few million. That'd be nice. Well, you don't have to turn your notifications on them, do you? You can just subscribe and don't notify, and then you just dip in and out. Then that's what you don't always say. I do 2 videos every day: one film, TV one, and one football one. So people don't have to press the notifications if they don't want. Obviously, I know that's annoying. Yeah, I do. Because after work, I'm up at 2 in the morning some days, so I have to sort of get things pre-recorded and posted early. So when I come home at 10, 11 in the morning, I can just check what's on and stuff. So when I do this live thing, it'll probably be tea time, but it'll have to be on one of my days off. I have 2 or 3 days off a week, so I'll have to do that. But I want to. If I do go live, I want to do it on a regular basis. I don't want to do it ad hoc. So it'd only be like once or twice, one for football and one for films and TV, perhaps. So if that's of any interest to you guys out there, that I'll do that. Yeah, but they were queuing up outside the barbers near here, Chris. I mean, there was some barbers in here. Yeah, 2 in the morning, Emily. Yeah, 2 in the morning. Yeah, Chris, they were queuing up outside barbers and stuff. I mean, a couple of pubs opened at midnight, didn't they? So and people were queuing up to get in the pubs at midnight. They were that desperate for a beer. It's ridiculous, really. But there you go. Yeah, I work at Asda. I'm still working at Asda as well. I went back on during COVID, so I'm still there because I need the money. Because I'm not, I mean, I have a little eBay shop and a little website, but I'm not making enough money, so I have to get up at 2 in the morning to try and earn some money to pay the bills. Unfortunately, yeah. Have a good day, Luke. Have a great time with your girlfriend there. Have a fantastic day. Thanks for joining me, mate. Much appreciated. And staying, obviously, thanks for all the comments you give me as well. Thanks a lot, mate. All the best. We'll get your mum to cut your fringe. Put a bowl on your head and cut your fringe. That's all you have to do, Emily. No problem, Luke. Cheers, mate. Hey, Chris. I mean, yeah, if it was Bob, I still have to shave 2 or 3 times a week. I still have to shave my head, so it's still. I'd rather it all drops out and I don't have to shave my head. To be honest with you, I can't be bothered anymore. It's just so annoying. I could end up with like hair out here like this on top, but like a Bobby Charlton, Bobby Charlton cut, one of those. That'd be quite funny. I bet you them. Well, the hairdressers are open now, Emily. So get your mum to take you along to the hairdressers. Oh, enjoy it. I'm glad you've come on, guys. Anyway, I only wanted to see if it worked and what I needed to do. And as I say, I'm not 100% sure. I'm okay with technology, but I'm not 100% sure on these sort of things. I'm obviously see what happens. Yeah, no problem, Nova Monkey. Thanks a lot, mate. All the best. Thanks for tuning in. I will be I'll be sort of doing these on a regular basis, but thanks for that, mate. Much appreciated. See you later. Oh, your granddad's got some hair, has he? I mean, is it like me though, where it's stuck out at the side? Does it stick out there? I mean, it's no good. I mean, it's no good. 4 months. That's not too bad, Chris. I wish I had like 4 months before I shaved my head. That's for sure. That's sounds really good. You got a cactus that looks like your granddad. Where is it? You have to send me a picture of it on the message when you messages. Send me a direct message. Send me a DM me and send me a picture of it. Seagulls. I named it Seagulls. Oh yeah, that's Seagulls. That's the nickname of Brighton football. Brighton and Hove Albion. No, we're down to 5 now. Everyone's dropping off now, so I'm just gonna say I won't be on long. I'm only doing it. I've only seen what happened. Ask your mum, ask your dad or your mum to get it over to me on Twitter. Are you on Twitter or Facebook? Yeah, your mum will do it. Your mum posts on stuff, doesn't she? She'll ask your mum to send me a picture of the cactus. How's your site going, Chris? How's your YouTube going and stuff? Are you okay? Yeah, I understand that, Chris. Yeah, and as I say, it's something I think it'll help subscribers. I mean, I was 816 yesterday, then I went back down to 813 last night, but then back up to 816 this morning. So I think just to help and get the word out there, I think live things are good to get new subscribers and stuff. But as you say, there's a lot of idiots out there as well, unfortunately. But that comes with the territory, doesn't it? So there's not a lot we can do. We just have to grin and bear it, don't we? Sometimes, but that's how it is. I mean, I used to get trolls when I first started doing me YouTube vlogs. I used to get a lot of trolls on there, but fortunately, fingers crossed, it's not as bad at the moment. But obviously, if we do this live, I'm bound to get them out, and that's usually what happens. All right, Em, I'll check that later when I get a chance on WhatsApp. I don't know where my phone is. I've got my phone somewhere, but I don't know where it is. I'll have a look on my phone because I do all my vlogs on my phone. I don't do them on my computer because I've got all my editing software on my phone. So I'll have a look later. Em, thanks for that. Yeah, I suppose I'll soon tell Chris when who the idiots are, and we say we get them, don't we? We get them on Twitter all the time and Facebook, don't we? So it's such a shame, but people haven't got much better to do, have they? Let's be honest about it. You're decorating your room, Em. What you decorate it with? Are you painting your own pictures? Yeah, Chris. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, I usually go on Twitter and say, if you can subscribe, great. I'm not going to beg for things, but obviously, it's one of those things, isn't it? All retweets and subs appreciated, and that's what they are. Because I mean, people who find you organically, that's going to be more productive anyway. So that's how a thing grows. I mean, I would love to get to 1,000. I was hoping to get to 1,000 before the end of the football season, but that's looking a little bit doubtful now. But hey, it doesn't matter. I mean, as I say, it's just like yesterday. I know it's you sort of tend to start being judged by what you're doing. I know Esteemed Company. I was watching him. He's got 53,000 subscribers, and he said something the other week, and he was a bit apprehensive then that he said the wrong thing, and you start panicking then that you might, all right, if he's got an opinion and it's fair and it's constructive, you give your opinion, and that's all there is to it. And if people leave you because you've got an opinion, then that's how it is. I mean, but it was a little bit tentative, and I just said to him on Twitter, I think it was, I just tweeted back, said, "Oh, don't worry about your opinion, mate. I mean, he's got 53,000 subscribers. What happens if he loses a couple of dozen? Does it matter? He'll pick them up in a couple of hours or something like that." So I don't understand that, but there you go. It is how it is. So yeah, I like cactuses, Emily, but Sharon doesn't like cactuses. She doesn't like them. Hi, Hannah. How are you doing? We're having a kids' corner, are we? How Hannah's on them. There you go. Well, you know that. You probably told her, didn't you? The gruesome twosome aren't on, though, are the other two? Yeah, I think, Chris, what I like about it as well, I think the Carlisle one is there many people doing Carlisle stuff. I mean, that's fantastic. I think that's great. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of people doing your Liverpool stuff, but you do a combined thing. I always try and look for something a little bit different, a little bit unique. I think that's really good what you do with your Carlisle stuff as well. And so that, and the neutral sports, as you say, I know that idiot doesn't he? That Mark Goldbridge does stuff on general on football as well, not just United. But I mean, he's just a prize plonker anyway. But darts. I mean, anything like that. As I say, I mean, obviously I get a lot more likes and views from my football stuff than I do from my film and TV channel stuff, because there's lots of TV and film. So I'll try a little bit different, but obviously it doesn't seem to be increasing that much. So I think if I do a live film and TV show as well, concentrating here in the stuff in the UK, I think that'll be good. But we'll see how it goes anyway. F1, yeah, well, F1 as well. Yeah, I'm not. I used to like F1 back in the day. I don't really watch F1 now, but no, it's. I mean, you can perhaps cover too many things, but I think if you just keep it to what you know, I mean, it's like anything. If it's something you know and enjoy, it's enjoyable doing it as well. You don't do it shouldn't be a chore, should it? It shouldn't be a chore doing these sort of things, and that's part and parcel of the battle, really. So where's Anna? Is Anna and Emily in separate rooms? Are you in your own bedrooms or what? Do you like? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? This, buddy. There you go. I need to wear this. It's cold. I'm freezing all the time. I got warm for a couple of days last week. now I'm freezing again. So there you go. Keep calm and eat cake. That's what we say. Do you like me, Stu? Do you like this sort of split screen now with the football and the films on one side? I mean, that's obviously do you like that? Yeah, could you like that, Chris? I mean, this would be my background if I do go live, because obviously if I do a football one, I'll have that side there, obviously, for the football one. And if I do a film one, obviously I'll have that side for the film one, like that. So that's how I'd do it. But obviously a combined one like this, and it's just a test one like this. So what T-shirt have you got on, Just a T-shirt? You must have eating. We don't have any eating on in my house. We can't afford the electricity. That's the thing. Oh, cool, Em. I know. Yeah, I love that. It's appreciated. Oh, Chris, don't worry about England. I stopped worrying about England a long time ago. They had me in tears back in 1970, and they had me in tears perhaps in 1974. So, and I just give up on them about 1978, 82, the Argentinian game, I think, with Maradona. I think that was the game I give up on England. So I can watch them now and just enjoy it for what it is. I'm not overly bothered. So there's too much stress supporting like you Liverpool and City to worry about England, to be honest with you. But so try and stay calm, mate. Anyway, you've got a penguin on your head, Emily. What are you doing with a penguin? South Africa. Is your dad home now? Your dad's not away now, is he?
Yeah, I'm watching. I tend to watch England if any City players are playing. Chris, I don't really, I'm not really that bothered anymore, to be honest with you. I hope the England players do well, but yeah, it doesn't really interest me watching England. I want them to do well, obviously, and I'd watch them when they got to the semis or the finals, but it doesn't really bother me that much. He's home learning. What's he home learning, Emily? Home learning how to do the washing up. Chris, that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I tell you what, if I lived in a place like Carlisle, I would love to support my local team, but I'd have to have an interest as well. I think from a football point of view. I mean, obviously, it's hard to tell, isn't it? I mean, I'm come from Manchester, so obviously I support one of the Manchester teams, and that's all there is to it. But I have nothing against. I mean, people like yourself who come from these sort of smaller towns, if you like. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, does it just because it's Carlisle? Do you have to support a team? Would you have to support, say, Newcastle across the way? I don't know, but it's just rubbish. That, of course, you'd pick a second team and then that second team might become just as important to you as your first team. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's like the people who are abroad and support a team. I mean, so what? It doesn't bother me one iota. It doesn't. If someone wants to follow Liverpool United and they live in Singapore, let them. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And perhaps they support a local Singapore team as well. It doesn't make any difference, does it? He's learning how to do direct stuff for the SAS. All right, fraud. Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, FICO, is that the firm he works for? It's very good. He wants to get you a bigger house. He must be earning lots of money. He should have a bigger house now, Emily. Tell him, why haven't we got a bigger house, Dad? Ask him. Yeah, I know, Em. I mean, I work at Asda for about 25, 30 hours a week. And then obviously I probably do about 50 hours work here doing these, doing the vlogs and stuff, which is nice work, and doing my eBay and doing my website and stuff. But it's nice. I'd rather do that full time than have to go to Asda, but that's what pays the bills. So there you go. Guess what? What, Em? Tell me. Chris, are you still... because you were at one of the supermarkets, Chris, weren't you? Are you still there now? Or are you somewhat doing something else? Oh, that's cool. So what are we getting? Are we getting a share? Are we getting a share of the 10 million? Yeah, Chris, absolutely spot on, mate. I say the haters will hate no matter what you do, so don't even worry about it. Absolutely ridiculous. Well, if your dad sells it for 10 million and say, give us 50 grand. I'm not greedy. Just give us 50. Tell him to give us 50,000. I can do a lot with 50,000. I've got little plans, and I can't do all my plans because I don't have enough money at the moment. But yeah, if you give us 50,000, that'll sort me out. I can give up on Asda for a couple of years while I do things. So yeah, tell him I'm there. I won the lottery last week, actually. I won on the Euro Millions, but I didn't win that 123 million. I just won £90.64p. So I did all right. I had at least a win anyway, but it wasn't the big one, unfortunately. All right, Chris. Yeah, I've heard Morrison's are okay actually, but obviously it'll vary by store, won't it? In all fairness, some stores will be better than others. I used to always like Morrison's, but I think they've gone down the nick a little bit. I still get me shopping delivered by Morrison's, but I don't think they're great now. I think they've gone down the last couple of years, and I'm not overly impressed. I mean, I work for Asda. I've never liked Asda anyway, to be honest with you. It's just a means to an end. It's just to earn money. But my favourite was always Tesco, to be honest with you. But I think they're all much of sameness now, aren't they? Oh, thanks, Em. 1 million would be nice. So that'd be lovely, that. I mean, imagine if you won 120 million on the Euros. Or I mean, imagine what you could, because it wouldn't be just you, would it? You'd give all your family money, wouldn't you? You'd sort of give your direct family and your grandkids and everything money, wouldn't you? So loads of people would benefit from that. Some people say, "Oh, it's not fair, one person winning 120 million," but it doesn't work out like that, does it? Because you would give it all your mates and stuff. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, I get on with all my colleagues. One or two are a pain, but yeah, it's always. I find the Asda management is very, very poor. But they can't make any decisions on their own. They all have to be run by the firm as such. And they asked me when I was there 3 years ago if I wanted to do a section leader manager's job. And I said no, not particularly. No, because I won't have any. I'll have ideas and I won't be able to implement them because I won't be allowed to. So yeah, the quality of managers at these supermarkets isn't very good anyway. I don't think they're taught how to treat people, to be honest with you. I don't think the people managers think that, they pretend to be, as they're obviously American based. You get all these huddles and stuff, but I've been at many of those things and they're just a total waste of time. The quality is very, very poor. I've got the dentist tomorrow. All right, yeah, I'm going to knock off myself in a minute, love. Thanks for coming on. I'll keep you informed when we're doing it. I'll have a look at that cactus picture anyway as well. So thanks for joining in, love. Thanks, Emily. Bye, Yeah, Chris, but have you anything else you might fancy doing? Bye, love. Anything else, Chris, you might fancy doing? Anything... I mean, if you were in a supermarket, would you want to get into management? Would you sort of want to start from that and get into management? What do you want to do for the future? I mean, do you want perhaps anything from this media side? The media stuff. Would you be interested in doing something like that in the future? As you go forward. Hey, there's nothing wrong with an attitude as long as it's constructive, Chris. There's nothing wrong with constructive criticism. I sort of give up now a bit. As I used to sort of point things out when I was started. Because I was there 3 years ago, and then obviously I left for a couple of years, and obviously with this COVID thing, and I was a bit short on money, I went back. But I used to sort of offer advice and stuff, and they just ignore it anyway. So they're not bothered. But if you be constructive with your criticisms as well, but because the best way of changing things is to be in there, is to be in the management side. But as I say, it's not something I think if I was younger I would do now. But as I say, it's nothing wrong with a bit of attitude as long as it's honed correctly, as long as it's in the right direction. So nothing wrong with that, mate. I mean, that's for sure. But yeah, it is. It is hard. I mean, I'd say I've come to the end of my thing now. I mean, obviously, I've had many years. The Carlisle Roy Keane, there's nothing. Hey, tell you what, there's no. At least he's watching. At least he's watchable, isn't he, Roy Keane? And this is the thing. If you're watchable, then great. I mean, I do hate people like Goldbridge, but I mean, it is comedy gold. Some of the stuff he produces, and you can't ever deny that. And it's such a shame because he's an absolute idiot. But yeah, I think it's a good thing, mate. There's nothing wrong with being opinionated, as I say. But I mean, be opinionated, but have a conscience as well. I mean, I like, there's nothing wrong with being sort of picking on someone, but be constructive as well. Be constructive. Roy Keane picks on someone or says something. I mean, most people will agree with what he's saying, but they haven't got the bottle to say it themselves. So there's nothing wrong with that, is there? There's nothing wrong with that sort of attitude. I mean, obviously, I'd probably get in more trouble. When I was younger, I wasn't quite as boisterous as I am now, as out there, you know what I mean? So, but if I had been like I am now, I don't know whether I would have progressed as far as I did progress in certain places. Obviously, I've ended up at Asda, so not progressed enough, obviously. But that's because I've always tried to do new things and do my own businesses and things, and they never quite work. But nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I mean, I've seen that with Carlisle. I mean, I remember the Carlisle ones, perhaps a couple of months ago, you were far more positive and hopeful. And then as things started turning sour, and you've gone positive again now, I've noticed, because obviously there's a, so, but that's how it is. That's a football fan, mate. Never apologise for your your feelings after that Leeds game on Saturday. I was devastated, to be honest with you. I thought it was shocking, and I do blame Pep, and I do blame the players as well. But I wasn't overly impressed with that. I think we needed to win that. We needed to put this league to sort of bed, and I don't, I'm not panicking, but some people say, oh, we're all right, but. I'm an old City fan. I'm a glass half full. I always expect disaster. And part of me, this is how stupid it is, Chris. Part of me sort of wanted us to get beat by Dortmund and Chelsea now, just to teach Pep a lesson, because that's who I am. But I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that particularly, and I don't want it because I love my team. But I just felt a bit hurt by it, and I just wanted, all right, Pep. That was clever, that, wasn't it, mate? But it's all, what happens if we lose to Dortmund? What happens if we lose to Chelsea? So, that's the bit of me that likes to have a go. But I sort of have to, that's just the passion for the team. There's nothing wrong in that. No, not a cat in hell's chance, Chris. I think this is our best chance to win the Champions League this season. Now we've got, obviously, we have picked a couple of injuries up now, but no, obviously we should win the League Cup. We should beat Tottenham. I did the preview on the Chelsea game yesterday. I'm not 100% confident. I think Chelsea is doing a good job there, and it depends how we come out of this Dortmund game. If we win this Dortmund game, then we've got a chance of obviously win the semi, aren't we? So that's not too bad. And then obviously we'll be on a bit more confidence going into the Chelsea game. But if we lose this tonight, I can honestly see us losing to Chelsea. So there's 2 of the trophies gone of the quadruple. But I'll be happy. I'm just happy with the league. If we get the League Cup, fair enough. If we get an FA Cup, fair enough. But I want the league. That's what made me so annoyed on Saturday. That all right, we're still okay, but that's what really miffed me a little bit. But I do think if we're ever going to win the Champions League, this is a good season. I think I wouldn't mind a striker. I wouldn't mind us having a striker. That's the only problem. That's our only limitation. We just, you can't create 29 chances and score 1 goal. That's absolutely pathetic, no matter what false nine or system is playing. So I wouldn't mind a striker on the pitch. I wanted Delap there from early on in the season, and he was for a couple of games, and then he's dropped him. We never saw him since. But that's the annoying thing, I think. But Premier League first. If we get a Premier League and League Cup double, all right, we've done that a couple of times already. But hey, so what? I'm quite happy with that. But just to win the Premier League, I'll be happy. As I say, that's what annoyed me about Saturday, really, with the Leeds game. I was just very, very annoyed. Listen. Premier League, I'd love to win the Champions League. It doesn't matter if we win it anyway, because you'll still get stick. Oh, you've only won it once. But people like the Chelsea fans and perhaps the Forest fans and Villa fans still have a go. So all right, Villa won it once, but it'd be just nice to win it and get it off our backs. But I'm not 100% sure Pep can win it, but he should be able to now with this team we've got now. But as I said, we are going to be let down when it comes to the crunch by finishing. If we can't finish, if we can't score our goals, that's what's going to let us down. But it doesn't define us, but we should obviously. With how many trophies did United win? They were dominant for 30 years. Did they win the Champions League a couple of times? I'm not too sure, but it isn't easy. You need a bit of luck as well. And I never considered City to be a lucky team. I know that sounds a bit daft when you got the 93-20, but I've never considered we've had real luck in football. But perhaps so you need that little bit of luck. But there you go. Do you think you'll beat Real Madrid by 3? Do you think that'll be? It's doable. I think it is doable, and at least you've hit some form now. So, they don't travel well. This is why I thought we'd need at least a 2 or 3 goal margin against Dortmund, because a lot of these foreign teams don't travel well over to England. I don't think, even the good teams, and they never did. Even the 70s and 80s, they didn't. That's why teams like Villa and Forest and Liverpool won the European Cup, because those teams didn't really travel over to England well. So even if we lost away, we could usually score 2 or 3 at home in those days. So do you think you can do that? Because I think Real Madrid, they're not the greatest team. I think you can get them. Yeah, that's it. You think back to the Barcelona game and stuff like that. Why not 2-0? But if it's 3-1, what's it there? It's straight. extra time and penalties. I'm not. Is that how it works out? Same with City. I can imagine Dortmund winning it 2-1 and then going to extra time and penalties. To be honest with you, but I can also imagine Dortmund winning it 3 or 4-1. To be honest with you, but I'm just hopeful we can get at least the draw and do a job with our with the guys out. Well, that's it, Chris. You've always had that, haven't you? As I say, you've had a bit of a blip this season, but you've always had the firepower, and that scares. I was saying the other day at the first Dortmund game, I said if we had someone like Sane running at him, or a Sterling who's on form and he's not. Sterling is absolutely off form, been off form for a long time. But they don't like people. If you got players like that, I can run at them. The Sanes of this world, so your guys will, will scare them. And as you say, as long as you keep tight at the back, you should be all right. I mean, is defence looking any better now? I know you've had your injuries. Is it looking any more solid? Phillips, right? Yeah. Quebec. When's the main guy back? When's the big guy back? How long's he till he's back? All right, Sergio, mate. All right, just to test on this. I'm not on for much longer, actually, mate. But thanks for joining us. It's just to see if I could get it to work. So I've had 8 people at one time, Sergio. So as I say, I've been on for 40 odd minutes now. I won't be on for much longer, but I just wanted to see how it works. So if I go live in the next 2 or 3 weeks, I know what to do or what not to do. Thanks for joining us anyway. Yes, Chris. So when's your main guy back? When's the man mountain back? Cheers, Serge. Right. Okay. So you're not going to see Gomez and Van Dijk till next season. That's fair. That's fair enough. No, absolutely. Well, no point rushing anyone back. Yeah, Sergio, I didn't plan it. I just thought I'd have a test, just do a little test and see how I can. Obviously, I've not had any trolls on or nasty people on, so how I can block people and remove people and stuff and put people in timeout. So I've had my granddaughters on. I've had you and Chris on. I've had another guy on as well, Luke, who comes on does comments on my vlogs a lot. So fantastic. Glad to see you. As I say, I won't be on for much longer. I've got work to do. I've been on 45 minutes. I thought I'd only be on for about 15 minutes just to see if it worked. But I've enjoyed myself with you guys. So with the guys that have been on. So I just stayed on perhaps a little bit longer. That's the trouble with this. When I do my live one, I'll probably be on for 2 hours. But I might start at 5 and finish at 7 or something like that. Because I do enjoy chatting, as you know me. I do like a chat, and not always had much chance the last 12 months, have I? Yeah, Chris. I mean, who do you play? Did you beat Madrid? Who is it? Chelsea or the other team? Or what's your side of the group? I've even forgot my side of the group now. To be honest with you, I'm just worrying about Dortmund. Yeah, cheers, Sergio, mate. Eye up, Sergio. Eye up. I love it when I see that eye up. Yeah, I am, mate. I say I was a bit disappointed against Leeds, obviously, but hey, onwards and upwards. Chelsea or Porto, right? That'll be a crack. I tell you what, Chris, that'll be a cracking game, won't it? Liverpool-Chelsea semi-finals of the Champions League. Fantastic game. I mean, if we get through, is it PSG or Bayern? Isn't it? Yeah. So. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, Sergio. I love that. Will be a game I watch. I don't watch much football, as you know, Chris or Sergio. If you're listening to my vlogs and stuff, I only watch City. That's about it. I used to do a Premier show with Ray a couple of years ago, but that sort of went by the wayside. So I used to watch all the games, but I don't tend. But Liverpool and Chelsea, yeah, I think I'd tune in for that one. To be honest with you, that sounds really good. What did that end up, Sergio? Chris, Sergio, what did that end up in 05? What was that? I assume Liverpool won that, did they? Or did Chelsea win it? Yeah, because Yeah, Istanbul. Well, there you go, mate. Sorted. But we, whatever happens, we can't go, can we? I don't think so. It doesn't really matter, does it? But I've got a little bit of cash at the moment as well. I could actually probably afford it. We could get. I haven't got a passport, mind you. My passport ran out. I've not renewed it yet, so I'm knackered anyway. Aren't I? So, but yeah, Liverpool won it all. They did. I think I was on holiday. I don't know where I was, and I remember that Liverpool final. Louis Garcia ghost goal versus Chelsea. Not bad omens, Sergio. You make your own omens. You make your own luck in this game. There's never a bad omens. It's also, I love stats, as you know. I do like my stats, but hey, they're there to be broken stats. You know what I mean? They're there to be ended. So hey, never bad omens, never bad. I don't agree. You know, they're there, and I take note of them because I do like stats and stuff. But they're there to be altered, aren't they? Life's there to be altered, and stats and omens. I mean, you know, this can't happen and this should happen. It's there. We can never win it. We can never win at Arsenal's ground, but we always do now. We can never win at Old Trafford, but we always do now. So there you go. Yeah, Nottingham. Yeah, I think it was abroad when that Liverpool was it the great comeback from Liverpool, that cup final. And I'd watched the first half in a bar abroad, and I thought, oh well, that's that over. And then I went somewhere else. I didn't watch it. And the next minute, I knew they'd won it. I'm totally shocked. I just didn't believe it. Yeah, I quite like Nottingham. Popular. Yeah, well, this is it, Chris. I mean, I think if you look at all the teams in the Premier League, I think most teams have got a better away record than they've got a home record. So, say it might be to do with the fans, but it's affecting everyone. It's just psychological, isn't it? Of course, it affects everyone, but as you say, it probably does affect Liverpool. It probably does, but as you say, it certainly didn't affect them for the first 2 or 3 months of the season, did it? They were doing really well. So, what's the difference? It's just, well, as you say, you get on with it. There's nothing we can do about it. We just have to get on with it, don't we? This is not a lot we can do about anything like this. So, yeah, it is what it is. As I've said it, but some other guy has said on one of his blogs. I only hid that, Sergio, because I had a couple of granddaughters on early on, so I've just sort of tried not to worry too much with swear words at the moment. So no offence, mate, but obviously when I do my football ones, obviously I won't be averse to that, and I'll tell my granddaughters not to come on, but they might still be sort of listening or something. So that's the only reason, mate. Yeah, at least, but I'm glad you did it because I can find out. I never knew how you could stop things like that. So much appreciated, mate. Anyway, as I say, I'm not averse to swearing, as you know, but I do tone it down a little bit on my vlog as well. I don't try and swear too much. I do the odd bloody and stuff like that, which is fair enough. And my granddaughters have heard the dads doing it, but So I'm glad you did that anyway, so I could see how it works. So appreciate that. Yeah, Sergio, he was spot on, wasn't he, as I say. But I was saying to Chris before, some of these, these certain European sides never used to like coming over to England to play and stuff like this. And I think that final, I say, once they're comfortable at a lead, I think that's when teams can sort of bottle it, can't you? You only need to get a goal back, and it's game on again, isn't it? Even when City are 3 or 4-0 up, I always think, oh God, if the other team get a goal back, we're in trouble. So that's how it is. Yeah. Do you think they'll make the playoffs, Chris? All right, Serge. Yeah, no problem, mate. Don't listen. As I said, I'm not a prude by any means, but I just have to be wary. I put on this not made for kids, but obviously you do get kids tuning in, don't you? I don't know how that works. I have put a little thing saying not suitable for kids. So. But obviously, I don't know how that works on YouTube, to be honest with you. I'm fairly new to this. I don't want to get into any trouble, with obviously my granddaughters watching and stuff age-wise. I mean, they said they'd get people to subscribe, and I said to her, no, please don't, because if the parents are watching their mates age 9 and 10 watching an old fogey like me, it might be in trouble. But there you go. But yeah, no, that's fantastic, that, Sergio. Put a few stars, put an F and a few stars or something like that. We'll get the gist. That's we'll get the gist of what it is. But I say, I'm no prude, but there you go. Yeah, absolutely, Sergio. Yeah, this is it. It is one of those things, isn't it? I mean, you think of the did we score early against Tottenham as well? Or did they score against us in the semi-final? I'm not. I forget now, but it doesn't make any difference, does it? You know, it's if you're 1 or 2-0 up in any game, it's always the next goal's always crucial, and it's an old saying, but it's true. I mean, everyone says it. You know, oh, it's 2-0, the next goal matters in it. Even at 3-0, you know, if such and such can get a goal back, and that it's the same now as it was then. All right, Chris. How many games are left, Chris? Is it just 4 or 5 or 6 games now? Foxtrot, yeah. I know my phonetics. Me wife and my daughters used to work for the police, so I used to have to learn all the phonetic alphabet. So I know all that. So I know all about phonetics, Serge. Yeah. So is it 5 or 6 games left? This is good. Oh, thanks, Vandalay. Yeah, I'm doing. I say this is just a test, mate. I will be doing my film and TV stuff, and I'll probably do a. I'll try and do a live show for the film and TV stuff, and a live show for my football stuff. So, because obviously I know people aren't interested in football, and people aren't interested in film and well, not particularly interested in film and TV. So I will split it up. But there you go. Cheers, Art. That's much appreciated, mate. Thank you very much. I try and be different with them. I don't try and do what everyone else does. I try and give a bit more information as well, as you know, and try and do different things. So that is fantastic too. I love it, mate. Cheers. Thanks a lot. Ex-Army, Serge. There you go. Ex-Army. What? SAS? Were you in the SAS? 7 games left for Carlisle. Games in hand. Postponements, yeah. Yeah. How are they doing for injuries, though, Chris? Are they getting a lot of injuries? Oh yeah, Serge. If you like film and TV, just dip in and out. That's all. I put a lot out there. I mean, I do a couple of vlogs every day. One football, one on City. So, one football, one on film. So, if there's anything you sort of, I might watch that. At least, you know, I'm an old fart, but I have quite a wide range of interests. So, have a laugh with me. See what I try and entertain as well, as you know. I try and be funny as well as I'm doing these things. It's not all bland. Oh, this is the, you know. I try and at least add a little bit of fun to it as well. So, no, have a dig in and out, mate. They're there. You can have a look. They're all there and stuff like that. Yeah, so get on Serge. Yeah, bravo. No, not SAS. You wouldn't tell me. You'd have to kill me anyway, wouldn't you? You couldn't tell me, Serge, would you? You'd have to kill me anyway if you did. The King's Regiment. There you go. My dad was in. My dad sadly died when I was only 9 or 10. But I would have loved to him. Obviously, growing up, I would have loved to heard his stories. He was in Burma. He was in Burma with the. Was it the Manchester Regiment then? Was it the Cheshires? Or I'm not too sure. The ones that were in Burma. He used to have all his medals and everything, and I think my mum just got rid of him in the end. But yeah, I'd love to have asked my dad a few questions. I know a few old stories that he told me. He was a radio operator, so he had to be responsible for the radio. And he got in trouble one day because he went out and didn't take his aerial. He forgot his aerial, so they were out on patrol getting attacked by Japanese, and he couldn't radio for help. So he got in a little bit of trouble. Let's just say on that one. But yeah, I'd love to hear his stories, to be honest with you. Okay, Serge, yeah. Get your phonetics right again. Possibly, yeah, probably not. No, that's cool, actually. I mean, I say because I know they were struggling, weren't they, Carlisle? But it's good to see they're coming back in it again, and at least give you hope. That's all you need. You don't want the season to drift off into nothingness, do you? You want a little bit of hope to look forward to. Like Liverpool, isn't it? You wanted once that Real Madrid get past Real Madrid, you still got hope, haven't you? You still got hope of a couple of cracking games in the Champions League, and obviously qualification still as well. Oh, bless Sergio. Yeah, age 55. I think my dad was about, flipping heck, it's hard to know. I think my dad was only about 50-ish. It's hard, isn't it? I think I've got his death certificate somewhere. But, yeah, he actually had a lot of trouble after the war. He actually committed suicide. My father, it's a long time ago now. I can speak about it. I actually found him. So it wasn't great. But it did sort of make me grow up a little bit quite quickly. So I'm quite hard as well when it comes to sort of things because of that. But, yeah, it's... it's a great shame. It's good if you lose your dad when you're young and you don't have chance to have a chat, do you, and find out things and remember things. And I've always wanted my lad to do the citizen thing with me as well. Come on just once a week, and he won't do it. He's too shy, but I'd love him because we sort of sound off against each other really well. I always devil's advocate and pick on him, so it would be quite funny. I'll keep on at him and see what happens. Oh, that's cool. That's Sergio. Yeah, my dad was obviously he used to take me in the Platt Lane, so he'd obviously saw us win the league title, and he didn't see us win the Cup Winners' Cup. He died that season. He committed suicide in the September of the year we won the Cup Winners' Cup. So I was going to games on my own, believe it or not, when I was 9 or 10 at that stage. So yeah, but. You got to see us win the league, obviously the league title, obviously, in the FA Cup. You got to see us win that, so that's fantastic. But we didn't go to them games together. I never went to an away game. We just went to the home games. But obviously, we saw the trophies at Main Road, so that's fantastic. Yeah, I mean Carlisle. I mean, I've stayed in Carlisle once on my way to watch Glasgow Rangers. I went with the Glasgow Rangers supporters club from Carlisle. We actually went up with them, across with them to Glasgow. So I did stay near Carlisle one night. So yeah, I've been up there once or twice, but not too often. Yeah, Sergio. Yeah, absolutely. That's what you miss. I mean, that's what I like about, if my lad says he can't go to the pub before the game or he's going to be late, I know it sort of hurt. I don't say anything, but it sort of hurts me because I just want to spend time with him. We haven't got, we're all here for a limited time, aren't we? I just want to spend time with my lad going to football, and we have had some great moments, of course, at Wembley and at the Etihad at Main Road, even when he was younger. But yeah, that's what we're missing it. I'm actually watching it now as I'm doing this. I thought, I'll just go on here for 10 minutes, an hour later. So I'm actually watching Thunder Force now. I've got it on. Let me see if you can. There you go. I'm not lying. So I was actually having a look. I didn't realise it'd come out on the 9th of April. Obviously, I lose track. There's so many things coming out. So yeah, I'm watching it now. So I'm having a quick look. It's all right. I've watched about 15 minutes. So I quite like her. She makes me laugh, I must admit. But yeah, so I might do that. But say the Netflix stuff doesn't really get that many views because I think loads of people watch it. I try and look for more obscure films as well sometimes. But yeah, I probably will do Thunder Force because it's something I wanted to watch basically. So even better. Yeah, no, Chris is a Carlisle and Liverpool fan, Sergio. He's mainly, obviously, he lives in Carlisle, but his family's Liverpool. So he supports both teams and does vlogs on Carlisle and Liverpool as well, mate. So seek him out, give him a follow. He's a good lad, Chris. Hello, Charlie. Sorry, mate, I missed that. Hello, Charlie. How you doing, mate? Just a test version of this. I won't be on for much longer now. I was only coming on for 15 minutes. I'm going to do some live stuff over the next few weeks, and so tune it. If you subscribe or you know about me, get on my Twitter or Facebook. I'll post it on there when I'm going live and stuff like that. So great to see you, Charlie, mate. Great to see you on here. And as I say, I only meant to come on to 15 minutes because I've never done this before. So I just wanted to see what the rules were and what I had to do if someone was obviously I have had trolls before on my normal YouTube vlog. So I just wanted to suss that out first. So there you go, mate. Great to see you anyway, Charlie. As I say, I won't be on for much longer. I've been on for an hour now, and I just thought I'd suss it out because I didn't know if I could do it. To be honest with you, I didn't know what the rules were. I mean, I don't have 1,000 subscribers, but I believe that's only if you try and do it on your phone, on your mobile. I think we're all right on a computer, aren't we? If you say I'm about 816 at the moment, so I wanted to go live because I think that'll help that as well. So that's what I wanted to do it. So I'm going to do a football one, and I'm going to do a film and TV separate ones. I'm going to try and do just 2 a week at the moment. It's time, isn't it? As you know, I do loads of vlogs and stuff. So yeah, thanks for joining me anyway. Yeah, as I say, it gives you a chance. You know me, I like to chat anyway, Charlie, don't I? I do rattle on my videos, on my vlogs, so you know what I'm like. And I have done these, of course. I've done them, back in the day with City Fan TV and stuff like that. So I have done these live things, but obviously not my own, not on my own thing. Carlisle had the most iconic moment after the 93-20. What's that, Sergio? Hey, Chris, don't be like, come on. You know me, Chris, and history. Every single club from Accrington, Stanley to York have a history. It's not about winning trophies. It's about things that have happened. And, people who say teams have no history is absolutely ridiculous. Of course, every single team in the world, my Sunday League teams I used to play for, I've played for about 5 or 6. We've all got history. It doesn't matter. It's not all right. And some of them won trophies as well. It's fair enough. But, yeah, history's more than trophies. History's in the heart. History's wonderful and horrible things that have happened. I've just done a vlog yesterday for City on the 11th of May when we beat Charlton to get promoted in 1985. But obviously it was a day of the Bradford fire disaster as well. So I did a vlog yesterday, which will be coming out obviously near the anniversary. That's history. I mean, that's history for Bradford. It's horrible. It's not nice, but it's history. It's all part of history. Yeah, I remember playing Carlisle in the top division. Was it? We played in the top. Sure, we did. Yeah, Carlisle. Sure, they did. The keeper scoring the goal. Yeah, actually, now you mentioned that, Sergio, I think I saw that the other week. Hello, Kev, mate. How you doing, mate? As I say, I won't be on for much longer, but I was only coming on 15 minutes to see how this works because I do plan to do stuff in the future, in the very near future. But glad to see you, mate. Anyway, your dad was a Red, but he did say it to a handful of games. Yeah, my big brother was a Red. I mean, my dad was obviously a City fan, but my big brother's a big United fan. He hardly ever went. I think he went to Main Road more than he went to Old Trafford. But yeah, he's no longer with us again. But he was a big United fan. But he took me to MC West Bromwich at 1970, age 10. Well, there you go. I was a similar age, but my dad never took me to any away games. I was 13, 14 before my very first away game. You probably know if you've seen any of my vlogs. Liverpool at Anfield in the FA Cup in the mid-70s. Absolutely a 0-0 draw. We did score. Franny Lee scored, but it was ruled off for offside. But yeah, that was my very first. So that was quite an interesting baptism. And I went with my mate on the train. There you go. I was only 13, 14. So that was an interesting day, but that's another story. Yeah, I would love to be that League Cup final against West Brom. That was where I had to watch the printer on Grandstand to see the score, and then Grandstand finished and it was still playing, and I think I had to try and listen to a radio to find out what happened because you didn't get to know what happened in those days. Nothing was live or on television. It was awful. Jimmy Glass, Carlisle keeper. Yeah, I remember seeing that, Chris. I remember seeing it on a video the other week, actually, when I was looking at something, yeah. Perhaps he would have been one of Pep's keepers, eh? If he could do, I was all right. I used to play midfield. I was okay midfield, but I used to get very tired. I used to last about 60 minutes. I did that much running, and I supposedly had asthma as a kid, even though obviously it never really flared up that much. But it did affect me physically, and obviously I could do 60, 70 minutes. But then I thought, and I used to like going in goal, so I ended up playing in goal for the rest of this, me sort of amateur career, if you like. And that was all right. I wasn't a bad goalkeeper, but yeah. I had the benefit, as I say, I could play with my feet as well. I could put a pass and stuff like that. So I'm just thinking of it. If I'd been born a few years later, I could have been one of Pep's guys. I could have been a Pep keeper, because as I say, I was good with my feet as well as saving, So there you go. I used to sort of put 40, 50-yard passes sometimes right to the right spot and stuff like that. Yeah, I was a bit of an Edison. There you go. Don't look like him. I haven't got any tattoos, but there you go. Oh, bless Chris. Yeah, give you all the best. Yeah, absolutely. Let's hope they can do it for him. That'd be nice. Be a nice gesture. Yeah, Sergio, as I said, history's everyone. I mean, 93-20, all right, it is quite iconic away from City as well. Of course it is, and I've seen that myself over the years. But yeah, we all have those moments. I mean, obviously, City's before that was obviously 99 Gillingham, wasn't it? It was a playoff final. But I mean, even though we'd won cups, and all right, you might go back to even the Bert Troutman final, stuff like that. But yeah, all our clubs, all clubs, Carlisle, City, it doesn't matter who it is. We've all got our history, and it's not about trophies. It's what about affects people in the heart. You know, what gets people there. That's a bit more than history, really, isn't it? That's fantastic, and I love stuff. That's why I've always loved history. I just love history anyway, not just football history. I love world history. I've always been a big. I would probably have had another life. I might have been a history teacher and made it entertaining for the kids as well, because my history teacher at high school was so boring. It was unbelievable. She just droned on and we had to write things down. But I will have certainly made it a bit more interesting than they do now. Right, guys, listen. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to have to shoot off. It's been over an hour and I've got vlogs to do. I've got scripts to write and stuff like that. But this has been absolutely fantastic and much appreciated you coming on anyway. As I say, we've had up to 8 people on. Fantastic. But what I'll do next couple of weeks, I'll plan a regular thing, because I don't want to do a live show without it being consistent. So I don't want to do that. So yeah, so just stick with me, and as I say, I'll do that and announce that when I'm doing it, and if you can join me for that, absolutely fantastic. So much appreciated. This has been wonderful. Thanks for everyone. Thanks, Sergio, Chris. Who else have we had on today? Obviously, Em and Anna are on earlier on, weren't they? Kevin, thanks, Kev, for coming on, mate. Was it Art Vanderlei? Yeah, cheers, mate. Thank you for coming on as well. I'm just scrolling down trying to find all the people that come on. Someone else came on earlier that I forgot his name now. My apologies, but he's not there, so he won't know, will he? But yeah, my apologies anyway. But thank you everyone who's been on today. Much appreciated. We'll have a laugh, and this is what we'll do. We'll have a laugh, because you know me, I've got an unusual sense of humour, but I've also got quite a funny sense of humour. I usually think on my feet, so there you go. So all the best to you all. All I can say, thanks for watching. Whatever you're going to do with the rest of the day, guys, please stay safe. See you later. Bye-bye.